Good afternoon, I am Adventure Argonaut. This is Tantei Jinguji Saburo, Ashes and Diamonds, Japanese investigation game, and we are here investigating the suspicious Yonaguni consulting agency, and they seem to be they want to get their hands on a parking lot that used to own to a guy and all that stuff to Kobayakawa-san. First, let's see that every stream is functional. Yes, even Twitter is streaming right now. Kick, Twitch, Rumble, everything seems to be working. All right. I think it's all okay. Then let's just play the game. There's my controller. It's here. And so where are we supposed to go next? Don't really remember. So I got something about the stockholders. Is he gonna explain or something? Leave the small stockholders to me. Alright. So where are we supposed to go? Let's have a cigarette. Let's smoke a FAG, as they say in good old England. So let's hear from Iwasa Real Estate major shareholders, okay? We've done this already, right? Let's see if let's see if I really have the right save. Actually, no, this is not the right save. I didn't check the date. Just check the time. Okay. That's good to know. And now the game doesn't respond again, or the emulator rather. Okay, let's try again. Alright. Yes, now we are in the right save. Oh yeah, we have deduction stuff to do. Inference time. Let's briefly summarize the information we have. Those who are aiming for Iwasa Real Estate stock, they are is Yonaguni, of course. What's his primary job? Management consulting, business consulting, distribution consulting, and this is real estate consulting. I heard that before that job he had a different job. Oh yeah, he was a host, a male host. So that job was what's that? It's like, I'm not sure what's that term, but like pulling in customers, I think. Homeless, no. It's a bar management, no. It's a host to an alien parasite to take over the world. Not quite, well, maybe. I guess that would be a nice plot twist, because so far it's been very down to earth. But like, if it suddenly has alien parasites and stuff. So anyways, so is this roughly what it is? Yes, should be. So this is, there's no doubt this is right. I had a hunch all along, but Yonaguni is the one aiming for Iwaso real estate shares. By contacting shareholders, they're appointed as their representative. And together it gives them 16% of voting rights. However, there's no clear reason why Yonaguni would gather their voting rights for Iwaso Real Estate's shareholders meeting in this way. Well, clearly he wants something, like either to take over the company or to get the parking lot that everybody seems to care about. Yonaguni is aiming for 20% of shares left to Koba by the chairman. Or he was aiming for them at least. Because with the imposter Koba, they put Koba under house arrest and created fake Koba-san. Yes, we know that. So from these actions, it seems he has a strong attachment to the Iwaso real estate. Feels even more eerie because we can't see the true meaning behind it. Iwaso real estate and the Yonaguni Consulting, what's the connection? It all started when Yonaguni asked Iwaso Real Estate to sell them a parking lot they owned. Is Yonaguni's target a land owned by Iwaso Real Estate? But even so, it's too forceful. What exactly is Yonaguni aiming for at the upcoming shareholders meeting? Yeah, I wonder if there's like some Kuromaku, some mastermind behind Yonaguni, because if he used to be a host just a few years ago, like how would he have the ability? Well, it could be DB, the other guy in the company. So yeah, what's he aiming for? Has to be investigated in detail. So let's go and report to our client Kurita what we have learned. Alright. Let's tell her that we are going. So, is there still something you want? Yoko asks. Well, a BJ would be nice. I guess. No. Alright, let's go talk to Kurita. I hope somebody gets assassinated or something to make it a bit more exciting. I'm gonna report to Kurita-san. So you can go home. I understand. Okay, bye-bye, sensei. Let's go to another location then. No, it's the Kurita is here. So I went to Kurita Law Office. Let's go inside. Ooh, we are in a meeting room or something already. When I entered the office, I was immediately shown to the reception room. So how was it? As soon as I sat down, Kurita urged me to report on the results of the investigation. I reported to Kurita about the shareholders and Yonaguni. The representative of the shareholders is Yonaguni, and the proxy, and they have already obtained 16% of voting rights for the proxy. The largest shareholder, Kinue, plans to be absent from the general shareholders meeting. Or will she? I reported that Kinue seems to have some connections with Yonaguni. Is that so? Kurita sighed deeply after hearing my report. So it was he who was trying to contact the shareholders. But I don't know what the purpose is yet. So, Kinoe-san, she's a cause for concern. So let's assassinate her or something. If Kinoe-san hands over the power of attorney, the 35% owned by Kinoe and 16 already owned by Yonaguni, it's 51. That's what I said yesterday already. It's 51%, which is more than half of the voting rights. And then it's no exaggeration to say that the shareholders meeting are at their whim. Yeah, the majority of voting rights on the left. If someone owns more than half of the voting rights, that person's opinion becomes almost absolute. Kinoe-san said she wasn't particularly interested in running Iwasha real estate. Yeah, so she might be interested in giving the, allowing Yonaguni to run it if he, I don't know, pays her like $50 or something. That person is definitely. It used to be different, but now it seems they're indifferent to anything. So Kinue. Regarding Chutamu's legacy, the deceased, of course, Chairman Iwamoto's legacy. Come to think of it, I heard there's also a will from Chairman Iwamoto addressed to Kinue. So has she found the inheritance from Chairman Iwamoto yet? Okay, she found it the other day and it has been accepted. What was her inheritance? That is zombie noises. Kurita seemed hesitant. I guess he's wondering if it's okay to talk to me. Well, of course, there's like a client attorney privilege stuff going on. Surely it's not even relevant to my current investigation. Kurita has a strong sense of responsibility when it comes to his job, so he probably can't talk about it without reason. I decided not to ask Kurita any more questions. Mr. Kobayakawa will be attending, or will he be attending the meeting? That's what I heard. I thought there was nothing to worry about with Kobayakawa-san, and I guess that's the case. So I guess that he can be relied upon. Apart from this incident, it's a happy thing. I never thought the day would come when Mr. Kobayakawa would attend the general shareholders meeting. Is that what Chairman Iwamoto wanted to? Yeah. The reason I left or he left the stock as inheritance to Kobayakawa-san is so that he would become the a shareholder of Fibasho Real Estate. Yes, get on with it. Like this game has too much repetition. Like same stuff we already know. It's like, are you paying attention? We assume you're not. Tsutomu believed that the company's assets belong to its shareholders. So the rights to Ibasho Real Estate, which Kobayakawa-san saved, so left his shares to Kobayakawa-san, so he would have the rights to the land he had inherited, or I guess the land that he owned and stuff, the parking lot. So that land is the parking lot next to the park. Yes, we know all about that. Get on with it. Like, sorry, I'm just adjusting my sock. God damn it. Shitty socks don't stay on my feet. Alright. So, did you know? President Oshiro said that he would like to work with Koba-san to find ways to utilize the land. Oshiro and his colleagues are trying to carry on Tsutomu's wishes. That's why I don't want the current system to be shaken. So that will depend on the outcome of the upcoming general shareholder meeting. The fact that Yonaguni has already contacted Kinoa, the largest shareholder, can be said to be a crisis. Yes, well, what are you gonna do about it except just keep repeating the same obvious facts? It's still unknown what Kinoa did with the power of attorney. We must somehow stop Yonaguni from being appointed as the proxy. Well, assassinate him, beat him up, send him to, I don't know, North Korea or something. I told Kurita about tomorrow's investigation schedule. After a brief conversation, I headed back to the office. Deep in my heart, I felt a sense of anxiety and impatience that I couldn't shake. The night was already late, and it wasn't the right time to visit Kinoe. I would like to question Kinoe immediately, but you shouldn't do anything that will put a bad impression on others. We'll question Kinoe tomorrow. I managed to suppress my impatience and end the first night of the investigation. So we are at the office. New day. Good morning. When I entered the office from the study, Yoko was there. Did you sleep in the study last night? Yeah, I was thinking about something, and then I guess he fell asleep. That's not good. I'll be careful. Do you like drink coffee to stay awake? No, I'm leaving for today. Already? To Kinoe-san's place. Yes, I'd like to hear about the shareholders meeting as soon as possible because I want to ask stuff about that. Is that so? I'm writing up yesterday's research report, she says. If you need anything, please let me know. Yeah. Ooh, she's actually there. And you can see her. Is that the first time? So she's putting together a report. I shouldn't interrupt her or get in her way. She's putting together. Okay, okay. Let's go outside then. You know, gonna go bye bye. So I went outside and said bye bye, whatever. I really wish there was like, some sort of like somebody's gonna do a drive-by shooting or Kinoa is gonna be dead or some, plot twist. Like this game hasn't had much like, action or thriller or stuff or anything like that. I'm not expecting much, but like a little bit would be nice. Something, a bit of a curveball to the story. Yeah, and I guess at some point we have to go to the bar. Oh yeah, because if Yonaguni was a host, they might know about it because they're also in the nightlife. I like the nightlife, I like to boogie. This one is the chairman's apartment where the wife lives now. Well, I guess she lived there already for a long time, but anyways. Let's go inside. Press the button. It's like, I'm dead. I can't open the door. So I dialed the number to Kinoe's room and told her my name. You again? There was a tired voice coming from the intercom. I heard her voice. Since then, there have been a few more things I'd like to confirm. One more thing. A zombie. She's turning into a zombie. Kinoa sighed and silently unlocked the automatic entrance lock. For now, it seems she's, I guess, doing it. So I walked through the apartment entrance and headed to Kinoe's room. What do you want to confirm with me? Kinoe greeted me with an even colder attitude than yesterday. She doesn't seem to want to talk to me properly. So I'll ask some straightforward questions. I heard yesterday you weren't planning to attend the general shareholders meeting. So what about that? Are you planning on getting a representative or proxy? Did somebody ask you to give them the power of attorney? Uh, who asked? I don't know if she's playing dumb or she's dumb. So the person who asked was, of course, it's Yonaguni, but let's save just in case. Yonaguni asked you to hand over the power of attorney to him. Zombie. The other shareholders are from some other shareholders have received a similar request from Yonaguni. So I thought maybe you, Kinue-san, have also received the request. Yes. She nodded reluctantly. So that certainly happened. He talked about it. So I have given the power of attorney. Okay. So she's in cahoots, which is not a surprise. What? She gave the power of attorney to Yonaguni. So I guess it's too late to assassinate her. We should assassinate Yonaguni because, like, if she's dead, then he will definitely have her votes, right? Is it true you handed over the power of attorney to Yonaguni? Well, why does it game keep repeating the same? Yes, like, is this like a TV show with like a commercial break every 10 minutes? That's sort of how it's written. So to remind you what happened. Why would you do something like that? The largest shareholder Kinoa handing over a letter of attorney to Yonaguni. Combined with Kinoa's 35%, Yonaguni already holds majority of the voting rights. At this rate, the general shareholders meeting will be. I, I promised to hand over my power of attorney. Promised, and in return, I made a promise, or maybe they made a promise. So what is she getting in return? Anything that comes to mind? So chairman's funeral, heritage search thing. So it's probably like if they find the heritage for her, then she would give them the attorney. It was said that the Kinoa's inheritance had already been found. So the one who found it was. So did Yonaguni find your inheritance? Special inheritance from Chairman Iwamoto to Kinoe. Yes. In return for discovering the inheritance, Kinoe gave Yonaguni the letter of attorney. What the hell? Okay, about the inheritance. So Yanaguni-san attended your husband's funeral, or my husband's funeral ever since. He's been very considerate to me. So I told him I was looking for something my husband left to me. So he offered to look for it for me. Because he said he was good at research. So you gave him the power of attorney in return, I guess. Yes, he asked me to promise him that. She's not interested in Ivasha real estate, like she has no interest at all. So she seems indifferent to everything. The same goes to for Ivasha real estate. I don't know, beat her up or something, you dumb bimbo. But she's not a bimbo, she's not attractive or anything. Proxies for the general shareholders meeting are not that important. Like she's thinking like it's not important. Perhaps Yonaguni had anticipated this and made Kinoa such a promise. So what was Chairman Iwamoto's inheritance? Why would you ask that? Uh, Upon receiving it, like I just, I'm wondering what you thought about it, Kinue-san. Nothing special or something? Doesn't matter to me, it was meaningless. Meaningless? Chairman Iwamoto would not bother to do such a thing, like such a meaningless thing, like why would he bother to leave something meaningless to her? I guess. I was about to ask another question, but she interrupted. What's the purpose of asking such a thing? I don't understand why you're asking about that. Could you please not pry into my personal matters? Kinoa glared at me displeasedly. She's so annoying. So about Yonaguni, for what reason did Yonaguni ask for a power of attorney? I understand that this is to ensure that the personal proposal is passed um, at the Ivasho real estate or something. So he wants a new personal proposal. Personal proposal? That would be passed without any problems, Oshiro said yesterday. Of course, it's going to be a different kind of proposal. Yonaguni does not need such a thing. So, what's the reason for the lie? What? Why? I explained that Yonaguni has very little basis for taking action to pass the personal proposal. But Yonaguni-san, he said that he can't be lying, right? Something like that. I don't know. It's so dumb. She gave me a suspicious look instead. I guess she's more suspicious of us. So the shareholder meeting. Did you know that Yonaguni holds the majority of the voting rights at the upcoming shareholder meeting? Majority of the voting rights? Yes, along with Kinoes. Is that so? So he received the power of attorney from somebody other than me as well. Seems like she didn't know. Having majority of the voting right means the future of the company could be decided solely by Yonaguni. Yonaguni explain. Maybe this is a good reason not to have stockholders in your company. Sort of a red-pilled game, I guess. Is if the reason Yonaguni gave it, the reason that Yonaguni gave to Kinoa that he wants to pass the personal proposal, if that is a lie, if it is, why or what is it? What's the purpose? Kinoa looked at me coldly. In other words, you want me to retract my promise, she's asking. To prevent anything untoward happening to Ivasho Real Estate. I have no intention of retracting a promise I made just because I don't know if it was a lie or not. So do we have to prove it's a lie? Kinoa stubbornly insisted. Why is she so stubborn? Because she's dumb. It's gonna be revealed. She's dumb. I'm pretty sure. More than the crisis at Ivasho Real Estate, is it more important to keep the promise with Yonaguni? Is that what she's saying? No matter how much she doesn't care about the company, this is. What Kinoa-san is doing uh, is it according to Chairman Iwamoto's wishes? Well, Kinoa shook her head curtly. My husband wishes are. I have no way of knowing his wishes. Yeah, because you're dumb, clearly. Like, I'm pretty sure he left some sort of hint at least. I wonder what he was thinking. I didn't know. Now Jinguji is turning into a zombie. Until now, I have never felt any affection between Kinue and Chairman Iwamoto. But until now or something, like what on earth is causing Kinue to act so coldly? So let's finish this story or this talk, I guess. So she shook her head during the conversation. You were asked by somebody from Ivasha Real Estate. That's the reason you're here, right? She's asking. It's already been decided. So, like, tell them that it's been decided. Uh, at that moment, the sound of the intercom rang in the room. Excuse me, I wonder if it's Shunsuke or Kurita. I don't know who would be, most likely to be able to influence this dumb broad. Because I guess she's not evil, she's just dumb, which is worse. Kinue, Kinue is in the room, like she walked to the intercom monitor and answered the phone. Please. So after saying a few words over the intercom, she came back. Excuse me, a visitor has arrived. Does that mean I should go home now? Because somebody has arrived. Okay, I guess I have to go. Sorry to bother you. I got up from the sofa and headed towards the front door. This game really pays attention that when you sit down and when you get up. She's turning into a zombie. Kinoe followed me silently to see me off. When I got to the door, I had to see face to face the face I least wanted to see. I guess it's Yonaguni then. Yes. Sorry to bother you, Yonaguni. The front door opened to reveal Yonaguni and DB. Yonaguni glanced at me and he smiled at Kinue. Sorry to interrupt while you have guests. Am I bothering you? No. Don't worry. Jinguji is turning into a zombie. Please come in. So I guess somehow we have to remind Kinoe that her husband really loved her or something like that. So Kinoe urged Yonaguni and the others and DB to come inside and didn't even look at me. So I left. Can I talk to them? I'm gonna kick your ass, Yonaguni. Jinguji-san. Yonaguni smiled at me as if he had just noticed me. Oh, it's a coincidence. Maybe not. It's happened many times that you've been here. I have a connection with Iwamoto-san and we have become friends. I gave Yonaguni a cold look. I had no intention of pointing at anything else. I don't know. In intimate relationship, I guess, asking. So you're after the power of attorney. Power of attorney, or whatever the term is. I don't know if it's the proper term, but whatever. For the Ivasho Real Estate General Shareholders Meeting. Now it seems you have the power of attorney for the meeting. Yes, or whatever that means. You know so well, as expected from Jinguji-san. I'm sure she gave it to you. Oh, for what? That is... Yonaguni glanced at DB next to him. The upcoming General Shareholders Meeting, a proposal for executive appointments will be submitted. Mr. Iwamoto has been promoted to Senior Managing Director. Mr. Suzuki has been appointed Director, and Senior Managing Director Hirata retired. It's to get the personal proposal passed. There's some people will be, I don't know, there's a connection with or relation or something. You're getting pretty Jinguji-san, you're getting desperate about things you don't even seem to remember. Usually there's no need for that, I guess. Because it should pass without any problems. Is that so? I'm the type of person who can't be satisfied unless I'm sure of everything. And sometimes people say I go too far. Go too far, is that it? Surely. So it's impressive that even he resorted to, it's impressive you resorted to even fraud to achieve this. Fraud? Excuse me, what are you talking about? His mouth flashed a faint, defiant smile to give us a glimpse of his true nature. Regarding the case where an impostor attempted to steal Kobayakawa Ryutaro's inheritance, so you must have orchestrated all of this. I glared at Yonaguni sharply and determined not to let him escape. Is that a thing? I was also deceived by an old man who called himself Kobayakawa Ryutaro. I deeply regret having caused trouble to Mr. Kurita and others due to my own shortcomings. Without moving an eyebrow, Yonaguni stated this with confidence. How can he lie so calmly? But he must have been aiming for Koba's inheritance because he had 20% of the stock. So we must question Yonaguni. So about Ivasho Real Estate. Why did you approach Ivasho Real Estate? For work. Is that a problem? I heard that they initially, like you, offered to buy their parking lot. You know well. I gave up on the matter immediately. Since this is a rare opportunity, I have decided to do business with Ivasho. Why are you so attached to Ivasho real estate? I don't mean to be harsh or something, but Ivasho has a proven track record, and we learned a lot from them or something. Um, so, Ivasho-san, I want to continue the relationship for a long time to come. There's practically no answer. Yeah, politician's answer. Is he playing dumb? Okay, about the Koba-san's legacy or inheritance. Did you know that Kobe-kawa Ryutaro's inheritance was in the form of shares in Ivasho real estate? Oh, no way. I have no way of knowing the details of the inheritance. How on earth do you think I knew? That is... How did he know? I guess because he's been working with the company, maybe he got his hands on some, private files or something. Yonaguni had only a brief business relationship with Ivasho Real Estate. Maybe he bribed somebody or something. I don't think it's so easy to find the details of the inheritance. There's no way that someone would have attempted such a fraud without knowing the contents of the inheritance. Surely he must have known about it beforehand. If that's the case, did Kinoe tell you that? No, there's no way Iwamoto-san would tell me something like that. So it's wrong. What should I do? Would it be okay if you checked with Iwamoto-san? I don't know the details of the inheritance, or I have no way of knowing them. Somebody like Jinguji-san might be able to find it out easily, but it's impossible for me. What's this? Okay, it's about Kinoe's inheritance. Why are they telling us all this stuff? Shouldn't either Yonaguni or Kinoe kick us out of the apartment? We are clearly their, opponents. Why are they so helpful? They're gonna give us some information that's gonna be useful eventually. I heard that you were the one who found Kinoe's inheritance. Did Iwamoto-san ask or tell you that? He's asking. Yeah, sure, I helped. What was the inheritance? I can't talk about this without her permission. Then that's fine, I guess. I decided to change the question. I heard you asked to act as her agent in return for finding the inheritance. Iwamoto-san said that or something. Yeah, she admitted it. So many zombies in this game. In other words, that was the reason you approached Kinoe, their largest shareholder. So this thing is there's I don't know, movement to obtain the proxies for the shareholder meeting, and like there's a plot going on like that. Uh, and Ivosha Real Estate thinks the same and is wary of your presence. So they won't be seeing you anymore or something, unless the president, I guess the proxy is changed by replaced by other people or the presidents. I don't know. I can't see any reason for you to take action to get the personal proposal passed. Are you suspicious of me? No. I shook my head. He glared piercing. I glared piercing at Yanaguni, I guess. I shook my head. No, wait, no. Yeah, I'm sure. For you, there's a plan that you can't reveal to everybody. We are talking to him. The plan is for everybody to become a zombie. It's been a while. I guess we've been talking a long time. Yonagunis' polite demeanor faded and he smiled even more defiantly. But if you say so, how about trying to look into it? Like if there's a plan or something, a scheme. What? You're a great detective, aren't you, Jinguji-san? Yonaguni said with a mocking tone in his voice. If somebody of your caliber investigates, I'm sure they will find something. If nothing comes out, then I'm sure there's nothing. If you find anything out, please let me know. I'm looking forward to it. So Yonaguni gave a small smile and walked past me. DB is a zombie too. DB followed me silently after him and the two disappeared into the reception room. That man. He's challenging me. I bit my lip. The fact that Yonaguni was not fully investigated. And then I was provoked. I found it extremely infuriating. Feeling irritated, I walked out of the apartment. I should report to Kurita that Kino has appointed. Should I report to Kurita that Kino has appointed Yonaguni as her agent? Or but I don't feel like that right now. When I think about Kurita who heard this story or told, or I guess if he hears the story or something. Save. Let's see if we can go to the bar. Because we haven't done anything in the bar yet, really. Like anything relevant. So we went to Bar Kasumi. Jinguji-san, woman's voice. So in front of Bar Kasumi, someone called out to me. Manami-san. Or Manami. What's up? I'm just taking a breather for a bit. Just so you know, I'm not slacking off. Is that so? When I replied, Manami peered intently. Why are you so glum? No. Is it even showing on my face that the investigation is not going well? I'm not saying you have to force it. If you wanna drink, drop by, okay? Jinguji-san? Yeah, that's right. I'll do that. Yes. So I give you lots of treats or service then. What sort of service? So I'm heading back to the store. Ah. Come anytime. So she left with a smile on her face and disappeared into the store. Let's restart the investigation. So can we go inside the bar? I don't feel like taking a breather right now. Okay, I guess it's just to remoralize. Let's smoke a cigarette. I don't feel like reporting it right now. So where can we investigate? I was thinking maybe Dave would know something about Yonaguni, but I guess not. Then where can we go? It's the Aruta building, this train station. This is a busy street. Yonaguni. I don't know, let's go to Yonaguni office, see if we can find something there. Can we break in? So the office is on the second floor. It's not possible to see from outside what's going on. Can we go in? There's no need to go inside, okay. Stop. Okay, not here. Oops. How about... No. Here. Gotcha. I didn't touch anything. It's like the analog stick. So what was this place? It's Yasukuni Dori. Okay, let's go there. Yasukuni Street, I mean. Dori means street. Let's look around. The main street that divides the city of Shinjuku. There's a constant stream of traffic with lots of cars. Okay. There's nothing to do there. How about is there like a bustling street? Are we supposed to run into a random encounter or something? Despite being daytime, many people are gathering in the downtown, and at night there's even more. Then, how about this place? Maybe there's some secret hidden at the parking lot. So it's the 5-story car park. The appearance, like the building seems to have a slight sense of age. And there's a small park next to it. There's a fence between the park and the parking lot. Seems impossible to enter and exit directly. The multi-story parking lot appears to be owned by Ivasho Real Estate. No. Let's go see the homeless then, although I really don't wanna, but let's just see whether they actually know something useful or if there's anybody here. I guess not. Public toilet and benches. Small park is located here. It's dirty and unhygienic. Okay, I guess our friends are not here. How about the police station? Maybe the cops would know something about Yonaguni. Maybe he's been arrested or something. And the people who visit Yodobashi police station are diverse in age, gender, even nationality, which is a strong reflection of the local character of Shinjuku. And the first floor houses departments that are closely related to residents, such as the traffic division, public safety, as well as reception and conference rooms. The second floor and above are home to departments that deal with violent crimes, such as the criminal investigation division and organized crime. So the organized crime of the cord is too long on my controller. So the organized crime of Shinjuku is orchestrated from the police station. The automatic doors are moving busily. There is heavy traffic and the door is closed for a short time. I guess there's nothing here then. If it's just that we have to go see Kurita, despite the character saying that he doesn't want to go to see Kurita, I'm gonna lose it. I guess let's go to Shunsuke. Maybe he can talk to his stepmother. His retarded stepmother. And I have no reason to go there. Okay, fine. How about then the real estate place? Inside, let's go inside, no reason, okay. We are running out of locations. And the central perk. So yeah, there are salarymen and residents and blah blah blah. So yeah, it is the same comment as before. There's nobody here. And an actual NPC. Okay, let's go to see Kurita. Can we go see Kurita? I'm not in the mood to go report right now. And are we just supposed to go home and I don't know, take a shit or something? See this place. Aruta Mae, in front of the Aruta building, whatever that is. This place is a meeting place crowded with people. Okay, blah blah, nothing there. Okay, the station. After that, I guess we don't really have another place. We have to go home then. Many people are walking quickly. There are office workers in suits, office ladies, students in uniforms, young people in casual clothes, and elderly people. You can see all kinds of people. I guess we just have to go home. Then why doesn't he say, I want to go home? Or I want to investigate something at home, but maybe he's gonna think of something or something like that. Let's go to the office. Welcome back, Sensei. Yoko greeted me as usual, but her expression quickly darkened. Did something happen? No. Shall I make some coffee? Please get some rest, she said gently and headed to the kitchen. I felt a slight sense of relief. By the time Yoko brought me the coffee, my irritation had subsided somewhat. I told her that Yonaguni had already obtained a proxy from Kinua, the largest shareholder. That's... Kinua holds 35% of the stocks, and the other shareholders hold 16%. It's like, we fucking know it is being repeated. Like, how about like something actually happening? Like, this game needs an editor to like cut out the fat, as it were. Like, it's not just, it's just repetition. Yonaguni already holds a majority of the voting rights. What about Kurita-san? I haven't talked to him yet. Doesn't look like we'll be able to pursue Yonaguni issue at the moment, so I was wondering what to do. Is that so? But it might be best to talk to Kurita-san first. Maybe... if we do something about it, maybe we can discover something. I don't know. That's true. There's no point in thinking about it here. At times like this, we should cooperate with Kurita. Person wouldn't just panic no matter what the truth was. Yeah, Kurita. Yeah, he's a professional. I believed in Kurita and decided to head to his office. What the fuck was the point in this? Like, it's just to waste time. Why can't we go talk to him? It's not like we discover, or okay, maybe now somebody's gonna shoot Kurita or something. So at that moment, the intercom rang in the office. Okay, maybe something is finally gonna happen. Something new, something exciting. Come in. So she ran to the door due to the sound. Ooh, Shunsuke. Okay. Finally, we re-see him. Behind the door was a familiar face. Yo. Iwamoto greeted us in a friendly manner. Sorry to disturb you. Iwamoto walked in as he knew the place well. I hear you're currently accepting a request from Kurita-san. So he started talking about it. So you knew about it. It's about our company. But what is that man Yonaguni thinking? I thought he was a humble guy, but he did something rude to me. He said it was to get the personal proposal approved at the upcoming meeting, but... there's no reason to do that now. It's pretty much decided I'll become the managing director. I'm sure. So, so what did Yonaguni do to you or something? I've only met him a few times at work. It's not like they have a special close relationship. In terms of closeness, the relationship between Yonaguni and Kinoe might be the deepest. So yeah, did they really meet just after the funeral and stuff, or is there something else going on? So what's going on with the investigation? We are making progress, but well, your skills aren't bad. I know that your skills aren't bad. Thanks very much. It seems he trusts you, Yoko whispered to me. Thanks to you. Okay, can't we ask him something about Kinoa? Like, why is she so cold? What was the relationship between her and his dad and all that stuff? Yoko smiled slightly and said, and turned to Iwamoto. If you don't mind, please come to the reception room. I'll make you some coffee. I just came for a little advice. I don't intend to stay for long. Advice? So what is it? Or did something happen? Whatever. I think I mentioned this a little bit before. It's about Keisuke's inheritance. Brother. Maybe the brother is also gonna get 2% inheritance, and if he does that, then we have a majority vote or something. I'm sure Iwamoto's younger brother Keisuke also, he has a special inheritance. Just like Iwamoto's legacy, have to look for it. Has your brother not found the inheritance yet? Seems like they're still looking for it. Well, there's a deadline. I can't mess around too much. I see, I understand what he wanted. Iwamoto came today because so it's about the Iwashore real estate request to search for Keisuke's inheritance, or just a greeting. I think it's for Keisuke's inheritance. That's actually sounds like interesting. Have you come to us to ask for help in locating your younger brother's inheritance? Yeah, that's what it is. I know you're busy right now. I don't mind if you can help out just a little bit. Okay, so do we want to do it? Yes, of course I want to do it. So if you can, I would like to accept a request. When I thought that, I naturally looked at Yoko. Yoko smiled knowingly. Yosh, okay. I would like to leave this to my assistant, Misono. Is that okay? Yes, of course. So she's gonna. But it sounds like it's more fun than, this stupid business stuff. Thanks very much. Thank you very much. Iwamoto and Yoko exchange greetings and smiles. If it's like this, doesn't seem to be a problem. But yeah, you're helping. I just heard that supposedly the Ralph Wiggum from The Simpsons, that I'm helping, that it doesn't exist, that it's basically a Mandela effect, that he never said that the claim. I'm not sure yet if it's true, but at least I remember him saying it, or maybe it's just that game of broken telephone that some other character said it somewhere, and then it's associated with Ralph Wiggum. Anyways, let's get back to the game. Keisuke won't try to find the inheritance unless you help him. So he's only the one left who hasn't received any inheritance. I couldn't help but smile as Iwamoto complained about his younger brother. Iwamoto is very proactive. When he first came, he was arrogant and pushing the investigation forward. The inheritance was something my father left me. So better, or I guess left him, he better accept it. I agree. Yeah. So just like the camera left behind for Iwamoto, the chairman's feelings for his son are embodied in the inheritance. So thinking about it, I remembered what Kinoa had said earlier. My son came here to have a look. He's awake. Oh, now he's going away. He's not interested anymore. So Kinoa has no idea about her husband's wishes. So finally we are talking about her. Son is coming back. Yeah. He's eating some bread. So it said that Kinoa received an inheritance from the chairman, but what thoughts did the chairman have in mind when he created the inheritance? Like, what is being conveyed to Kinoa? So Kinoe-san, about her, like, what kind of couple was she with Chairman Iwamoto? My dad, I don't know much about Kinoe. Surely they've been married for like 30 years and he worked with his dad, so surely he knows something about him. We see each other occasionally, but we hardly ever talk. I also heard stories about Kinoa from I never heard stories from my father. Then, what about her inheritance? I have no idea. All I know is that the inheritance of the property that was left to the family in the will. So Iwamoto is Kinoe's son-in-law, but the relationship is almost that of strangers. Kinoe always seemed to follow my father silently. From the outside, it was impossible to tell whether she was getting along with the father or not. Maybe they were a couple that didn't talk much. Maybe they were just communicating between the sheets. Has it always been like that since they got married? No, it wasn't like that when they first got married. Uh, when they first met, she was a cheerful person. So she changed. Like, yeah, now she's indifferent to everything. Maybe she wrote too much CC. It's been like this for a long time now. Did something happen? Well, my dad was a workaholic. It wasn't like that when we were kids. When my mom passed away, I became completely absorbed in the company. So, not much time for home matters. At that rate, I guess no, or I guess so. On top of that, my father could be quite overbearing. It was hard to get along with him too. Chairman Iwamoto, like I don't think he was a bad person, but Kinoe, maybe she didn't have a happy married life. So it's about time. So he seemed to be concerned with his watch. I like to go and talk to Keiskoe about the request before my lunch break at work ends. Um, I understand. I'll come with you. Well then, Sensei. Okay, be careful. I saw Iwamoto and Yoko off as they left. Well then, shall I go out too? Okay, I guess finally we have to go see Kurita. Yeah, so I should go report to Kurita about the information. I steeled myself and left the office. Um, Here is the Kurita office. Opisu. So I visited Kurita's office and reported the newly discovered facts. Yonaguni had obtained a letter of attorney from Kino in return for finding the inheritance. Is that so? Uh, After hearing what I had to say, Kurita slumped his shoulders and said nothing. They already have the majority of the voting rights at the general shareholders meeting. Yeah. He was in deep. He let out a deep sigh. What on earth will become of Iwasho Real Estate? Largest shareholder has been taken in as accomplice. Kinoe is an ally of Yonaguni. Certainly not a mistake, but Kurita-san, seems that Kinoe is not cooperating with Yonaguni. Or no, she is cooperating with Yonaguni. Or like I guess she's not wittingly cooperating with it. Like she doesn't know their goals, but I guess she's just sort of stubbornly doing it probably. Seems the reason uh, like she gave him the power to be the proxy is to reward him from finding the inheritance. In the future, like we don't know if she's gonna cooperate with Yonaguni or not. That's certainly true, but uh, so will the like will they like take over the company? Like will they proceed to take over the company? Something. I see. He looked up and nodded several times. Certainly, it would be difficult if there were no shareholders willing to cooperate with the takeover. Of course, I don't know what will happen in the future. It may be possible to lay the groundwork for a takeover. Did Yonaguni obtain voting rights at the shareholders' meeting in order to lay the groundwork for a takeover? Come on, it's something like that, obviously. It's safe to say that no information has been released about that yet. Of course, even if Yonaguni's stated purpose is a lie, what on earth did they gain the majority of the voting rights for? Kurita-san, if you can find out Yonaguni's purpose before the shareholders' meeting, is it possible to take action in advance? Well, that's... I wouldn't say everything can be handled, but like some things can be taken care of or something. Let's try to find out. There's still time until the shareholders' meeting. Yonaguni Jinguji-san. Kurita looked at me if he had found hope. Thank you for saying that. No. So, Yonaguni also provoked me to investigate him. There must be something behind Yonaguni's actions. As long as there is that, I'll be sure to get to the truth. Kurita, I have one more thing to report. I told him about the request I received from Shunsuke Iwamoto to search for Kei's who gets inheritance. Mr. Iwamoto-san request that, like, to help with it. We believe that the main thing we will be investigating this time is the request that we received from Kurita. I see, I understand. When he heard the story, Kurita smiled with a look of delight on his face. I was also concerned that Keisuke's legacy has not been discovered. Like your cooperation, like your agency's cooperation will be appreciated. Good, let's go forward in this manner. However, Yoko-kun is taking care of that. So the brother Iwamoto is also helping out, so maybe I don't have to do squat. By the way, regarding Iwamoto's legacy, yeah? Could you tell me what Kinue's inheritance was? Why? I was curious as to what thoughts Chairman Iwamoto had put into the inheritance he left for Kinue. Kinue said she doesn't understand Chairman Iwamoto. If we could understand the contents of the inheritance, it might give us some clues. But he still seems hesitant. I guess he just can't reveal work-related information carelessly. Indeed, regarding Kinoe's inheritance, there's something to be personally concerned about. I gave up on pursuing it any further and left the office. What should I do now? So what should we do? As I told Kurita, I would like to find out the purpose of Yonaguni's general shareholders meeting, or what his purpose is for the meeting. So what is he gonna do to achieve it? We have a thinky game again. Okay, guess let's do that. Inference time. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, oi, oi. So then, let's think about the future research carefully. What? What goal should be prioritized to find his intentions? But given his Yonaguni's proactive attitude earlier, it's unlikely they will show their tail so easily. Oi, oi, oi. Right. Yeah, my son is gonna be fed soon, I guess, but I'll try to take care of this stuff and go help out with that. My wife is here today, so I'll be more careful from now on. What should be done in future investigations? Ask the shareholders. No. Interview Kino, the largest shareholder. I don't think she's gonna be cooperate. Stake out Yonaguni Consulting. Follow Yonaguni. Ask the shareholders. Okay. I don't know. I don't think I had. And the question is, what should we investigate? So shareholders, Kino. Or should it be that? Maybe we have to get through to her to make her understand that her husband really cared and all that stuff, because she's dumb. So should I ask Kinoe? At least Kinoe seems to have a favorable view of Yonaguni. You won't get much out of it. So he's sort of saying that no, don't do that. Okay. Well, I don't know. Following or stake out. Maybe stake out Yonaguni then. Just reload. So I don't choose the wrong option. Okay, the stake out. Staking out the office. There might be some clues. Given the deadline of the general shareholders meeting, risks are too great. course, Yonaguni is wary of me, but I don't think they'll reveal their hand so easily. So what should I do? So threaten Yonaguni. Kidnap DB. What? Okay, I like the way he's thinking now, but I doubt that's the right answer. Like sneak in to Yonaguni Consulting. Ask Kuma-san for help as the cop. I like the breaking in option. So sneak into Yonaguni's office. It might give us some clues, but the risks are high. Yeah, maybe that's what they want, and then they catch me in the act, and I'm arrested. And we become Baba's boyfriend in the prison. Yonaguni must be wary of my presence more than before. Thinking about it, it's probably best to think that we are lucky when we rescued Koba-san. Huh? Wait. Speaking of which, there's a person who is likely to have ties to Yonaguni regarding Koba-san's house arrest. Airi, surely. So now he remembers she exists and we can try to find her, but we couldn't find her before. Can we now find her? That's it. The woman called Airi. I haven't done a proper investigation in her. There's no solution or no other option. One option is to look into her. Airi was under... No, Koba-san was under house arrest or confinement by her, so... And she had the key to the building. Koba-san said that the building belonged to one of her friends. In any case, Airi may be connected to that building. So it's worth looking into. Yeah, why didn't you do it before? Or maybe tell the police. I haven't decided where to go yet. Relying on my memories of tailing Airi, I headed to the building where Koba-san was being held captive. I'm sure it must be around here. Looking around the surrounding buildings, I noticed a man standing in the alley. He's not a zombie, he was just saying In front of the man's gaze, there was a building covered with a sheet. It's the same building, right? Okay, I'm curious. Let's do this still. What's this? The man just glared at me in annoyance. So perhaps this building. When I checked the buildings on either side of the building, they looked the same as they did that night. So the building where Koba-san was held captive was located. Like, this is the building, no doubt about that. So it's covered in a sheet, perhaps for demolition. But before you know it, it had become a construction site. Are they planning to demolish it? Looking at the building, the man standing in the alleyway glanced at me. And without saying anything, he left. What? It bothered me a little, but I returned my gaze to the building in front of me. Oh, now we can look at the surrounding buildings. Looks the same as it did that night. Doesn't seem to be any Anything strange? There's a billboard sign. I read the contents of the building sign. It said that the building was scheduled to be demolished and turned into a parking lot. Okay, like coin parking lot. The building was empty when I arrived. So were they plans to demolish it at that time? If you look at the other column, it says Tantei Real Estate. I wonder if it has something to do with Yonaguni. Tantei Real Estate is a company. Does it have anything to do with Yonaguni? Ui, man says. At that time, a gruff voice called behind me. What's this? When I turned around, I saw a man in a red, dressed in a flashy red shirt and a white suit. Okay, let's talk to him. Hey, Ni-chan. What do you need something from my building? Okay, this seems like a yakuza something. Our building? This guy could be. Get out of the way. Before I could ask, the man pushed me aside as if I was in the way and disappeared into the sheets. So this guy owns the building. Is that it? Is he from the company called Tantei Real Estate? So Tantei Real Estate Company. Is it a real estate company? Maybe if I go to Ivasha Real Estate, which is the same industry, I'll find something else. Okay, I guess I will save and end the stream here though. Saving private. Ryan, or why bother? Alright. Hey, finally something is happening. This is starting to seem more exciting than, I don't know, just seeing characters repeat the same information and looking into business stuff. Now it's, I don't know. I'm more intrigued right now, but I should still go. So I am Adventure Argonaut. I thank you for watching. Bye bye.